20 to get ready. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They begin with Henry, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with Sanders off the option. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tua going to try and run. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Henry running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Colts at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
11. Hey, gun.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
21. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Myers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. One, Omaha.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Stopped short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Play action, Garoppolo. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. Flush to his right. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Colts 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Wait.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey,
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Black one.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Tua going to try and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tua Tagovailoa with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 21.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
11.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
Here we go.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Come on.
Garoppolo now. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. The open man is Shark. It's complete.
Here we go.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they get the conversion on a gain of 14. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
To a hit, and the ball is out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. so hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, and certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Right, 77.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a carry for Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Second down, back to Sanders. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard pickup there on second.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a